You ever get that feeling in your stomach that something was wrong? So you start checking your phone, rereading your messages, trying to figure out what changed. And you tell yourself, my intuition is trying to tell me something. But sometimes that's not intuition. Sometimes that's anxiety. Hi, I'm Ty, and this is Love Without Chasing, where we unlearn survival patterns in love. This is my series, What I Wish I Knew Sooner About Love, where I share lessons I had to learn the hard way so you can learn them in a gentle way. Something I wish I knew sooner about love is this. Sometimes the feeling you think is intuition is actually anxiety. And I didn't understand for a long time because when you have that tight feeling in your chest, that racing mind, that urge to figure everything out, it feels important at that moment. It feels like your brain is trying to protect you. So you start asking questions. Why haven't they text back? Did I say something wrong? Did their tone change? Next thing you know, you're replaying conversations, reading between the lines. You start thinking things like, wait, did that message sound different? Why did they just look at my message instead of responding? Why were they online but didn't text me back? And suddenly, you've created a whole story in your head about something that might not even be real. Girl, I've definitely been there. And I thought I was being smart too. I thought I was being aware. I thought I was following my intuition. But what I eventually realized is real intuition actually is calm, it's quiet, it's steady. It doesn't send your mind in a spiral. Anxiety does that. Anxiety makes you feel like you have to solve something right now. Like if you just think hard enough, you'll figure it out. But most times, there's nothing to solve. Sometimes people are just busy. Sometimes people are quiet. Sometimes nothing is wrong at all. But when your heart is used to chaos, silence can feel scary. Calm can feel unfamiliar. And that's when your brain starts to fill in the blanks. And I wish I knew sooner that not every uncomfortable feeling meant something bad was about to happen. Sometimes it just meant that I was used to relationships that kept me on the edge. And when you're used to that, peace can feel suspicious. You start wondering, why is everything so calm? But calm is actually healthy. Calm is actually healthy love. That's what it feels like. Not confusion, not guessing, not emotional roller coasters, just calm. So if you ever catch yourself spiraling, checking phones, overthinking the little things, take a breath, put the phone down, and ask yourself one simple question. Is this intuition or anxiety? Because once you learn the difference, you stop chasing answers and you start trusting yourself. And trusting yourself starts to look different in real life. It starts to look like you're not panicking every time someone doesn't respond right away, or you're not jumping to the worst case scenarios in your head. You're giving people space to show up who they really are instead of trying to control the situation because you're afraid to lose them. Trusting yourself also looks like you starting to believe that if something isn't right for you, you'll see it. You don't have to investigate every little thing. You don't have to read between the lines. You start relaxing a little in love. You breathe because you realize something important. If someone wants to show up for you, they will. And if they don't, you'll notice that too. And that's the difference. You're no longer forcing clarity. You're allowing it to reveal itself. That's what self-trust starts to look like. It's quieter, calmer, it's honest. It feels a lot more peaceful. Because instead of chasing reassurance, you're standing in your own confidence. And when you start doing that, the right people don't get pushed away. They actually feel safer around you because calm energy invites calm love. And if you ever caught yourself doing that, checking the phones, replaying conversations in your head, wondering if something changed, just know you're not alone and not the only one. A lot of us learned love in environments that made us question ourselves. But we can learn something different now because we are different. And that's the beautiful thing. And I really wish I understood that sooner in life because a lot of things I thought were warnings were actually just fears. And once I learned to slow down, breathe, and stop reacting to every anxious thought, love just started to feel a lot more peaceful. And I wish that same peace for you too. This is Love Without Chasing. And around here, we don't chase love, we choose it. And this is what I wish I knew sooner about love. I'll see you at the next one.